He's feeling really heavy, he won't come up. What is going on, guys? So today we are out here in an attempt to get obviously the largest fish I can possibly find, and I got 3 carp for bait. It's a little overcast today, it's a little windy, I haven't seen any life whatsoever, but that is not going to stop me from fishing. It's about 10 a.m. right now. I will stay here all day if I have to catch a giant, and last time I was here I caught a giant. So let's go ahead and see if we can get on a monster for you guys. Okay guys, I'm going extra big baits today. I mean, this is going to be a shot at the true fish of a lifetime. I'm extremely grateful with the fish I've caught in my life and all the hard work I put in to get those fish, but I'd be lying if I said the goal wasn't an absolute behemoth. I want to get my 8-footer. That is a chunk right there. Let's go ahead and rig it up. All right, I told you guys I'm throwing big baits, man. I am feeling like doing the same thing over and over again is not going to get me a different result, that being throwing large baits, but I think I'm gonna have to just go crazy with it to have those small fish pass up on the bait to get that true monster. I dug up my old Apple Watch from like 2019 just so I can have people reach me in case something happens to my phone. Okay, now we can get some bait. That was what I was worried about, was not having catfish here, but we're good. That is absolutely, without a doubt, the biggest chunk of carp I've ever thrown for gar. I mean, I'm literally just gonna do this. I'm just gonna go right here. Look at this carp, guys. When I caught it, I noticed it had a huge gash, but it started to heal back from the inside out. I've caught quite a few carp like that. I think big old gators and turtles get them. Pretty interesting. Okay guys, another big carp head going out on this one. Guys, this wind is horrible out here. This boat's rocking around, spinning like crazy. I really didn't want to have to do this, but the wind is so bad. We are spinning in this boat. My lines are going all over the place, and we got fish rolling. So we're gonna have to put a second anchor down to try to stabilize us a little bit. I'm gonna wait till we move back this way. This is extremely irritating. I've actually never had the boat spin this bad, I don't think. The wind's just going all over the place. It's very bizarre, but we're gonna make do with what we got. We have a second anchor. I found this just in the rocks somewhere off the lake, so we're gonna use it. And the problem here is that if we hook a big fish, it's gonna be more lines we have to pull up to keep it from getting tangled. So we're gonna have to keep that into consideration, but right now we have to do something different. All right, we finally got another catfish, looks like. Oh yeah, that's a good size one too. Perfect. If we can load up on those, get some variety in our baits, that'd be great. But I still want to keep those giant chunks of carp on, at least a couple of them at least. It's just, I'm not trying to get no 5.5 footers today. As spoiled as that sounds, I've caught a lot and I enjoy catching them, and I love catching all fish of all sizes, but when you're after a monster like I am today and you're way out in a tiny boat, it's not that fun to continuously catch small ones and then slap all your stuff and just, you know. Fish is a fish. I will take whatever I can get, but like I said, we are monster hunting, so we're gonna keep all the bait we can, see what happens. We're seeing them roll from the shore all the way to way out, so I mean, we're in a good spot. So we've been on here a while and haven't gotten a single bite yet. We have a lot of fish rolling around us, so we're gonna go ahead, put on a catfish on this 4th rod. I didn't really want to send out a 4th rod because I don't want to get everything tangled, but I put a float on, so that should give me an idea of where the bait is and basically allow me to prevent any tangles. It only took about 2 hours, but we finally got a bite. So we're gonna go ahead and reel these other rods up so we don't have to worry about getting tangled. We got this fish going straight out. Let's get everything in. I don't want any knots, any tangles, any injuries. Last time I was here, I had all my lines out and I hooked and caught a 7'1", but got real tangled. I had to cut off a lot of lines. We're gonna try to avoid that. Okay guys, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous. I mean, I've been out here a long time. We're gonna try to get all the slack out of this before we set the hook. He hasn't had it too long, but he's running with it fast, so I'd imagine he has the bait already. Gotta make sure our drag is good. Here we go. Where are you? Is he off? I think he's off, yeah. Nope. Is he? I think he's off, yeah. He's either off or he's swimming right at me. Oh, he's still on. He's still on. He is still on. What the heck? He swam right at me, bro. What the? Holy smokes. All right, we got a big fish on. We got a big fish on. Woo, guys, I got scared for a second. I was like, there's no way. He freaking dropped that bait. I mean, I set the crap out of that hook. He's swimming at me again. Dude, they've been doing this, bro. I don't know why, but the last couple weeks, I've had a lot of fish do this. It's like they'll swim at you and then they'll just take a huge run away from you. I think they're very active with the heat, and so they're fighting a lot more vicious. But this is on the freaking carp head, so on paper should be a decent fish. But these fish are very hungry this time of year with the water this hot. I mean, they're very active, and a small fish will bite a big bait sometimes. These fish will only pick up what they can swallow whole. Man, he has a lot of weight, but I can't tell. I mean, I really haven't had a good gauge on this fish because he's swimming at me a lot, and then he's running, he's swimming at me. It's very hard to tell. I feel them teeth though. All right, now he's feeling heavy. Now he's feeling really heavy. He won't come up. He feels super heavy. Oh yeah, not a giant, but that's a really good fish. Let's try to get him on the left side of the boat because I have a rod out over here still. We got 2 anchors out, we got a rod out, we gotta be careful. And I actually do have on wire leader today because this is brackish water and I don't want to get sharked. I don't have a shock leader on, so we could still get sharked, but it's less of a chance. All right, buddy, look at you. Beautiful fish. He's got cataracts on his left eye. Golly, this fish won't stop, bro. He is a giant fish. Like, regardless of alligator gar proportions overall, like in comparison to their max size, at the end of the day, that is a giant fish. He's got to be bigger than I think, though. Like, I always think they're like a foot smaller than they actually are when I first see them in the water. And you can get them by your feet. It's just like, wait a second, that's actually huge. My fish I caught last week, and that was 6'5". I saw it in the water. I was like, oh, that's like a 5'7", 5'8". And then I got in the lane. I was like, wait a second. This guy is not being cooperative. But why would you want it to be easy, you know? All right, buddy. All right, we got him. I'm gonna put this behind his pectorals. Look at that fish. I'm gonna put this rope behind his pectoral fins so it doesn't hurt her gills. Look at that animal. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this fish is blind in one eye. Got her. Okay. All right, big girl. Oh, that's a big fish, guys. Yeah, see, way bigger than I thought. Way bigger than I thought. All right, we're gonna put her up here, right here. Make sure it's not too hot. All right, big girl. I mean, that might be over 6. Look at this fish. Don't freak out. Well, that probably looks cool on camera. I've dropped this camera in the water quite a few times, actually. Okay, that's a big fish. That's a big girl right there. Okay. All right, now this is the perfect time to try my new tape measure. You put it under the fish, and then it measures the exact length along the bottom of the fish. So, okay, and it actually has like a wall, a little wall at the end of the measure that you put on their nose, and then that allows it to be perfectly even in place. Let's see what we got here. Look at that. All right, now let's get it under this fish. Put that on her nose. definitely a little difficult to use. She is 69 inches, 5'9". Now let's try that with the other tape measure and see if they're both the same. Some people were commenting on my video, my PB, they're like, that's not how you measure a fish. And I was like, dude, I measured that fish with 3 different tape measures along the side of the fish, on top of the fish, like it's all the same. Same thing, 5'9". So if you're going alongside the fish, under the fish, or on top of the fish, it is all the same. That is 69 inches on the boat itself. The fish is on top of this tape measure, completely stretched out, and then you got 69 inches on the top. So there's the argument put to rest. All right, let's go ahead and tag her, get a fin sample, get her back. This is almost certainly a female, probably about 25 years old. 6-footers are usually about 25 to 35. 7-footers are about 40, and an 8-footer could be anywhere from freaking 60 to 100. Very, very, very fat for a 5'9". Absolute unit for a 5'9" right there. Oh my gosh, look at that thing. I mean, she's got the head of a 6+. Very heavy fish. All right, let's go and get her back. Oh, made sure to slap me on the way out. Let's go, guys. Okay, guys, the sun is slowly getting lower and lower, and we saw, I'm not exaggerating, an absolute behemoth roll like right next to me. Huge. I don't know how big, I'm not gonna guess how big, but we just got to run right after we saw that, so I'm pretty nervous. It has been a long day. I've been struggling so much to get another bite. It has been brutal. So to get a bite after seeing a fish of that caliber roll is crazy. Here we go. Where are you? He's on there. He is on there. A lot of weight. A lot of weight. Oh, he just jumped. He just jumped. Is he still on? No. I'm using cotton thread, literal cotton thread. It's supposed to break away from the bait. I mean, I tear it and it barely pops. Let me show you. That is it. Why is that not breaking away from the bait? And also, at the very least, why is the cotton thread not pulling out of the fish? Because I have it tied to a literal piece of skin. Like, I don't understand, bro. I don't get it. This is about the point where I'm pretty whooped. Like, it has been a long day. Not only has it been very windy and very hot, but we have lost quite a few fish to just unfortunate circumstances. So right now it's like either, you know, you can get aggravated, call it and go home, or you never know, you could stick it out because you never know when that giant can bite. And I'm always going to choose the latter just because I am just so passionate about fishing and finding these giant fish. But it's tough right now, man. I mean, after losing that fish, it hurt. So we're gonna make use of what we got. Like I said, we don't have any fresh carp, but we do have bait, so that's all that matters. We got 4 rods out for the bait. All right, guys, that is not how I wanted to end the day, but honestly, I'm so thankful that today went the way it did, because I'm actually going on a trip in a couple weeks for a whole weekend in an area where I think there could be some absolute monster gar. I'm going all in. So we're gonna be bringing the boat, tons of bait, and I'm just trying to think, what did I learn today that I can avoid on that trip? Because on this trip, if I hook a fish, there's a very good chance that it's gonna be absolutely huge. I say trip, it's not, you know, it's a place I haven't been. I need to find a way for this cotton thread to stay on, but also pop off easy enough for that hook to get into that fish's mouth quick. And honestly, I've never had that issue before with the cotton thread. These fish were swimming at me as soon as I was setting the hook. It was very bizarre, but let me know what you guys think. I've had great success with the cotton thread as a connector from the hook to the bait thus far for the past probably 6 months or more. So I think today was just kind of a fluke, but I'm trying to eliminate as much error as possible because, as you guys know, I want to get an 8-foot alligator gar on my home turf. So we're gonna keep trying, man, but can't be having days like this, you know. Gotta learn from the mistakes and move forward. But as always, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next fishing video.